Hi, I just wanted to tell you what a great job everyone has done with this. And I'm just going to briefly look over these because you're going to have a year with these. And when you get back to web design, you'll revisit this. You may have worked on it some more. You may totally change it. You may add more work to it, which is likely. And some people don't even look at it until they get to web design, and that's fine too. So the thing is, uh, I'm going to look at it as a first time site visitor. Now, you've received feedback from your peers as well, and they're going to be working with you throughout the year. So they're going to be able to be familiar with what you're doing and encourage you. And I think that's going to be very beneficial for you. But just glancing, I just want to say you have everything here, Jared, that you need. You've got, I briefly did look through some, but I know that you have your asset guides, and that's great. And we'll look at details, next year. You want to make sure, you update your copyrights and things like that. Probably have icons, instead of the Instagram, Twitter written out kind of thing. But that's, details, little details. You've got a lot going on here that's really working. And, you'll take the numbers off. And anything that's template related, you can, re-edit your asset guides to be something simpler if you need it, so that you're not wrapping all of the tags. This is a great, simple, about, professional shot, friendly. Okay, so yeah, you tell us what you do, and I know you have your asset guides here, so nice,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, so really
Sea
what's going to
solo que tú.
happen is you're going to just revisit this next year and see what it is that is still working for you. And, you'll look at other things. In web design, you're basically going to be spending the month working on your particular professional site, along with digital cinematography students and writing, creative writing students, all right? So you'll get additional feedback. So, but altogether, really great. I'm very happy with what everybody has done. Make sure that, Andre, you're going to look at this again, and you'll make some additional decisions. The brand seems to be holding up, right? Let's see. So probably, and you'll update this, eventually it'll be a Gmail instead of your student, and that'll be great. Let's see. You'll link all these up to your own accounts. Probably, revise this so that we don't have that treatment there, and remove these things. But, great shot. And, maybe you'll revisit that and lay it out differently. I do like how you've done that. It looks like you've given it some thought. So, yeah, I mean, we'll revisit these, but you've got a lot of things that to work with, right? Let's still use all caps, and check our spelling, things like that. Yeah, so terrific start, all right? Okay. You'll put work examples here like you have here, and you'll simplify that and have your work be the primary focus with, a little bit of content down here. All right, let's see, just moving right along. Tatiana, I did look at a little bit of your peers. They seem to be very excited about your work, so good job there. I love that you're saying hola, and more people should probably do that. Unless this is yours, and it may be, it works, but I think it's template, and this is template. So that's one thing that you absolutely have to go through and remove, right? Linked up, that's great. Nice job on the copyright. And, if this is loading, if it's content, then of course you want to optimize it so that it loads quickly. And great shots. Okay. These seem really great. But it seems that these are placeholders. Okay. Yeah. So this page would be disabled until you have content for it. Okay. Might bring that up just a little. Okay. So same. Okay. So it's a terrific start. Now, nobody is responsible for their mobile right now, but next year you will be. So you'll want to jump in and look at it at that time, not before, because any change you make to it's going to change the mobile, mostly. So we'll look at that again, and it's easy. It just has another editor right there to work in. Nothing to worry about, but you're not responsible for it this year. Right? Okay, Derek. Nice, clean, sharp. I see what you do. Love that. Services, very simple and clear. And some examples. You don't have the lettering cut off. This is a little better in that you have more padding. So you do want to provide consistent padding. I know it just has to do with cropping it before you upload it sometimes. Make sure everything is clear and that you're going to be linked up to your own sites, update. Yeah, they're going to be things that, okay, good. Just making sure things are anchored in the right place, and they are. Okay, and you'll remove any placeholders, right? Okay, so well done, well done. Let's see. I don't usually like vertical text, but it's working okay here. I do want to see a little bit of space, maybe. I usually like the same amount here as here, but maybe if it's just moved over a hair. But you'll revisit this again. Yeah, I agree with that. Dream bigger. Most of the things you dream about, you already know how to do. So really pushing yourself. What do you want to do in 5 years? A little spacing, padding there. You've done it here. But I like the images. I do. Yeah. Okay. I probably want to see this on this line, so there's less scrolling, and that's something that you'll look at too. And some still we want punctuation. Okay. So a period would go there, and make your own photo of this. You can get a hold of a clapboard, all right? And yeah, put a little orange in it, right? Okay, so you've got some works on your About page. Well, are these clickable? Probably, if these are things that you do, you probably can bring it all up, bring those up so they're aligned if there are the services, and then link them to work examples or a page. Just make sure if you create another page, it also has the navigation so that we can go anywhere. Okay. Yeah. And so, you'll look at these again. Okay. You could use one of your, if this is your image, that's fine, but you might find something that's more on your color brand when the time comes, or you may just decide to change that. Okay. This probably needs a title. Maybe it is the title, but I'm still a little unclear. I think it could be clearer. Okay, and then you will link these up and you have, all right. Nice, it's above the scroll, everything there, well done. So we'll just take a look at this next year, see where you are with it. Again, some people never look at it again until then, but that's okay. This is good in that it's stacking correctly. If we use a slider, that won't happen. So this is working so far. But yeah, I'm excited to see where you're going to be next year. Okay. And I'm not sure this is needed here because we need to have maybe a transparent box here and text over it so that we can read this better. It's not the worst I've seen, but it could be clearer. But overlaying images on images, one of them has to take a back seat, quite a lot. Okay, that would mean that this would drop back. Again, I've seen more complicated, so I'm impressed that that's not going on, but it could be simpler still, easier to read. It might be okay to have your number if you have a facility. If it's your home, you wouldn't. Okay. And let's see. Okay. So if you're not creating content and you are creating a business, then this would, work with that. Okay. Make sure your spacing is the same. Okay. Okay. All right, so probably a button would be a little better here, book now or something. All right, so again, you'll have your own site next year, and we'll see how that's looking. Okay, and you'll work at it. All right, so, okay, making sure that content is for sure optimized for loading, and and update this. It could be that, let's see, it could actually be that the content is loading on your published site and not the film site. So yeah, that happens. Okay. I agree with waking up early. Okay. Yeah, you'll want to make sure these could probably be smaller so it's not so much scrolling, because then we're actually doing this here again. And you'll want to make sure you're not cropping heads off and important things like that. And all your images have, professional backgrounds and things. Okay? All right. Okay. Punctuation will be important, all right? Okay. And you'll link up to professional sites, all right? All right, everybody, really happy with what you've been able to do this month. I hope that you realize how much you've grown. I can see it, and you'll just continue to use this, and you can make, client jobs now. You have enough to know how to do that. So, wishing you the best until I see you again, and I look forward to that.